Welcome to actual part 9 on our Atlantic Chase scenario, Decision at Sea, as opposed to fake part 9, which was the last episode, which is actually part 8. Anyway, it was an interesting part 8 because we got into battle with the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau as the Germans there, and unfortunately it was a little... the battle didn't go quite as I wanted. We did damage the Scharnhorst, and so it's limping. And we did put a hit on the Gneisenau, but they managed to start a fire on the battleship Prince of Wales, and it got out of control, and the crew had to end up scuttling, and it's a total loss. So, not the way I wanted it. We retained the initiative, and I still have a live ship on here. It's going to cost me victory points if I don't at least damage him. So, since I still have the initiative, and since I still have dirty fingernails, which I'm going to correct here in a few minutes, we are going to try again. So, let's engage again. In the Zero column. This time at a +3 because the German task force is now slow. So we roll. 8, 9, 10, 11 is the surprise roll, which actually applies this time. I just now realized I screwed that up before. I rolled a surprise, but they were not. We were slower than the fleet. I applied half the rule where I wasn't allowed to set them in near or far, but I still let them shoot first. I don't think it didn't matter in that case, but I got to remember that this is actually just a. The one before was just a battle. This is true surprise because we are actually faster this time. First up, the snafu check. 8, which again is that good visibility result. And we are already set up for that. And so let's get to battling. Okay, starting with our King George, firing at a +2. And we're going to fire at the Gneisenau. We're trying to damage it so that it can, they can both be damaged, and then we'll just do whatever else we can. Okay, battle round 1. Okay. Go King George. Ooh, that might be all right. 8, 9, 10 is a hit. And it is surprise, so we apply this immediately, and this will damage the Gneisenau. This is what we were looking for last time. This is why we're doing this again, so we can... Now he's not worth subtracting victory points from us. This is wonderful. Anything else now is just gravy. He took to put it that way. So, we have... Oh, and I've actually rolled 3 dice, and this is actually... long range, so not extreme range, so I shouldn't have rolled 3. I should have only rolled 2, but it doesn't matter. It still worked out in our favor, so we'll take it. Even though we gave ourselves a disadvantage, but now it is time for the Hood to fire, and he's firing at slow ships. He can pick whatever he wants. So that's going to be a +1 to his +2 here. I didn't say which ship, did I? Let's say the Gneisenau. Okay, 7 +2. Is 8, 9. Another hit. Now for our little ships. The Hermione. Let's see, let's get these guys in good order like that. Alright, these are both slow ships. It's going to be +1. And only +1, I do believe. Yes. +1 on all these shots. And we're gonna pile on the Gneisenau. So Kenya. 7, 8. That's a splash. Nope. The Hermione. 7, 8. Splash again. Darn it. Okay, now we're at a straight roll because of the -1 on the Glacia and the Aurora. Straight roll. 8. Splashing again. And finally, the Aurora. 3, nothing. Okay. So now they are going to fire back. At a 0 modifier, I will have them fire at the King George. Oh, wait a minute. No. Point blank and check those. I was looking at that batteries result. Nope. So they get a 0 modifier to this. And it's a straight roll, in other words. There we go. For the Gneisenau shooting, the Scharnhorst shooting at the King George V. Nothing. Splash. The Gneisenau doing the same. Ooh, 8. Still a splash. Whew, just missed us. Okay. Maneuver phase. Germans will not move. We're all going to move up. We're going to smack them. Okay. Lingering effects. I assume a carryover lingering effect. You would still roll for it. So those batteries, we're going to roll up. 7. I don't think that repairs it. It does not. So there is no breakaway because they are in a closing position. So we move to round 2. Haven't hit him as much as we'd hoped for. First thing is the attitude. As you can imagine, they are going to turn tail. And like so. For the rest of us, do we want to just... Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Acquire, acquire. Acquire, acquire. Acquire. And I'm going to leave 1 running in case we want to do some pulling action later. Because that kind of messed me up in the breakaway phase. So I definitely want somebody closing in on them. There we go. Move in a little closer with this thing. Okay, we are near and near, which is short range. Okay, we're using the big modifier now. +4 against a slow shift, +1. They're both damaged ships, so they cannot smoke. That's an important rule. No smoking. Okay, +4, +5, I do believe. King George, that was. 6 plus this is 11, which will be a severe result. Severe result. There's a 3, which is the superstructure. We've seen that before. Oh, this is short range. Yeah, still same. Superstructure roll. It's a 9, which is communications. Oh, I didn't specify where we're firing. I think Gneisenau is what we're firing at. Like so, communications coming out. And that's just 1 ship. Okay, now let's set it to the side because it hasn't happened yet because we're out of surprise mode now. Hood plus, let's see, +3 at short range, +1 for 4 on this roll on acquiring. Oh, that stunk. So that's an 8, which is still a hit. Boom. Okay, and now we got a mess of ships here to play with. We'll start with the Kenya, which will fire at +2 at the Gneisenau again. 7, 8, 9 is, and closing, that is a 3rd hit. The Gneisenau goes blip, 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 blip. Down she goes. All right. And we're not even started yet. So, +1 on the Hermione. Oh, technically, I'm sorry, the Gneisenau will get a chance to fire back. So, we'll put him back there for now. The Hermione fires on the Scharnhorst, because we know the other one's toast. 8 is +1, that's a 9. That's a severe result. That is a 9 on the severe result table, which is the belt. And on the belt, a 10 on the bait. A very slow fire. Oh, we like that because that is trouble for them in a big way. Okay. That was Hermione. Okay, so now we got the Glacier and the Aurora left, and those are going to fire at a 0. Okay, Glacier. Oh, a 10. And a 10 is a severe result. And 11 on the severe result is a WL, which is a water line. Ooh, I haven't done a water line before. This should be interesting. 3. Rudder out. So now, in addition to fire, their rudder is out. Okay, we'll see the total effect of that. We still have the Aurora to fire, which is at a 0 result. And that's gonna miss. Okay, so now the Scharnhorst, as if they weren't on fire and whatnot, and the Gneisenau both get to fire. They're gonna fire at a straight roll. So they're both gonna fire at the King George. And Scharnhorst. Ooh, I don't like this at all. 11. In the running mode, that's a severe result. The severe result is that H, which is the superstructure. Superstructure. We do actually roll on that because he does have a. Well, no, wait a minute. Did I do that wrong? Yes, that should have been a +2, but it doesn't matter. It's still a severe result because of their attitude. Yeah. So okay, so they're still good, and that was a superstructure, wasn't it? I think. Yeah. We're on 11 on. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? It's another fire. Oh man, I saw where that held last time. Okay, so he's on fire. Does the Gneisenau want to pile on? Or does he want to take another shot at someone else? It would be at a +2. They're going to complicate things for King George here. Here we go. A 10, 11, 12 is another severe result. Ugh. Okay. This is going to be on the 7. This is going to be the belt. And on the belt, we roll a 10 on the belt. And I do believe that's going to upgrade the fire. No, it doesn't upgrade. What it does is cause a hit. Okay, it's kind of, you got to read that rule. Kind of, it's a little wonky. So that's what happens there. Okay, so since the Gneisenau fired, boom, now gone. Okay, now I got a guy who can do torpedo attack because he's in the near and the target's in the near. Oh, it ends up being a -2 to this roll for various factors, but here we go. 9, that's going to be 7, that's going to be a miss. So well. Okay, so we are now at the maneuver phase. Now the question is, are they going to maneuver to the far, and they have to roll this dice. It is odd, that means I control the the way that works is I control the chip, so I'm going to say he does not move up. That's because of the rudder out feature. Mimo, us in maneuver mode. I'm going to bring him up close. Everyone else has to stay. Okay, and now we're at the lingering effects, and here's where it gets ugly. For my ship, that is. So I need to roll. I am definitely using damage control to get a better roll. Here's hoping for a very, very, very good roll. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I need a big one. Need a big one. 10. Yes. Yes. 10. Look at it. 10. That is repaired. Oh, man. We're gonna... Okay, I still have no gunnery, but that fire is out. Thank goodness. That would have sunk me good. Okay. Meanwhile, he's got to do the same thing. He would definitely try to use damage control. He would definitely do it on the fire, because the fire is definitely... I gotta stop saying definitely, but fire is the worst. Absolutely the worst. So he's going to do the same thing, and hopefully he rolls very high. We don't. We don't hope. And the answer is 9. Well, I got sort of lucky in that there's no change. It didn't roll bad enough to make the fire worse. So, that fire is still there. We're done with lingering effects, and now it's time for breakaway. Can he still make a breakaway? Yes, amazingly, he can still attempt to break away, even though he's full of conditions. But he's got to do it at a -3. And he's not even going to come close. Okay, so that's it for that round. Oh, yeah, that's fine. So, we move to the third round. Attitude check. He will keep... Oh, wait a minute. He's got to roll. He rolls even, so yes, he will keep that attitude. Me... I'm happy with the things they are, so let's get straight to the gunnery. None for him, and we'll go ahead and take that off now for later. But so we move on to the hood. Is at a +3. That's at least part of it. We roll at a +5. Oh, I didn't roll so hot that time. That's a 4 plus a 5 is a 9. 9 in acquiring is enough for a severe result, though. So, severe result at short. 10. And here we are, waterline again. And that should be interesting. Waterline. A 4. Rudder out. That might just cause a hit. Let's take a look. Yeah, we already have rudder out, so that's a hit. Okay, now we got to mess up cruisers to deal with. Also firing at some pretty good odds. Let's see here, because that's a very slow target now. Which is a +2. I'm going to start with the Kenya. +1 for his gunnery value. That might be it. Yes, +3 to the Kenya. 11. Oh, that's going to be big. That's just going to be a severe result, unfortunately, because he's closing. I wish I'd rolled that for an acquiring ship, but oh well. So, severe result again. And we roll again, and we roll a 9 on the short one. That's the belt. Roll on the belt. 4 on the belt. Is the rudder out effect again. And that will be another hit. We need one more, and he's going down. Now we got the Hermione. And I think it's going to be +2 because of the speed of the very slow ship. I think that's it. Yes, +2 to this roll. Nothing. Splashy. Okay, and the Galatia and Aurora are going to roll at a +1. 5, 6. Nope, miss. Uh-oh. You going to survive? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't say how much care for that. Alright, so that's it. And he gets to fire. That stinks. Alright, so he gets to fire at... No, he doesn't. No gunnery. No gunnery for him. Okay. So, that leaves the torpedo phase for the Kenya there. 0 modifiers to this roll. Okay. That's a 5. That's a 10. That is a severe result. Which I do like. Hang on. Let's see. Close to near. Hang on. Oh, I didn't have to actually roll that because that's automatically a waterline shot. So I rolled a waterline shot, but then I rolled a... Yeah, so do I want to get the 12? Nah, I can roll it again. That's a 4. On the waterline is another rudder out. That is another hit. That is going to sink him. Down she goes. We are victorious. End of the battle. And that will be it. We have defeated both and sunk both the Gneisenau and the Scharnhorst. A great day indeed. We're going to have some victory points here. Now we need to end this game. But stay tuned for next episode, and thanks for watching.